bulb on a desk, blue paint, green country's everything kept. Then ash fell soft on my bicycle seat, and nobody said what burned in my sleep. At 9 I found fish in the drainage rain, white bellies turning beneath an oil stain. The teacher drew forests in permanent green. Outside, loaded trucks dragged roots through the street. Dad shut the window when the night smelled wrong. Said men get rich where the weak stay gone. On television, suits wore charitable lies. Water fountain refire made dawn in the sky. I asked if the grown-ups could make it all stop. They smiled for the cameras, the temperature climbed. I was only a boy when they sold us the sun. Cut the lungs from the earth and called the damage done. They pulled every string while we choked on the smoke. I was only a boy, but I watched the whole world go. They sold us the sun. They sold us the sun. At 14 the shoreline withdrew from the map. Storms took the houses, the cameras took that. A minister promised with mud on his shoes, then drank with the men who had paid for the news. I saw polished fingers above every stage, turning fear into profit and grief into rage. One hand moved the market, one hand moved the war. One pointed at strangers while both stripped ashore. They made us fight over flags and names, while the quiet owners kept feeding the flames. Every brother screamed, it was never our choice. Every stream disappeared when I followed the voice. I stopped asking whether they knew what they'd done. A child knows an accident, this was carried on. I was only a boy when they sold us the sun. Cut the lungs from the earth and called the damage done. They pulled every string while we choked on the smoke. I was only a boy, but I watched the whole world go. You were never God, just hands behind a curtain. You were never God. You knew, you chose, you watched it worsen. No crown, no throne, no right to own the breath in our bones. In the glass has a man's tired face, but he still sees ash on the bicycle frame. I carry his terror, I carry his grief, and every dead river still runs under me. I cannot unburn every forested grave, but I can name the hands that refuse to behave. I can sever the thread, I can spit out the lie. I can stand where you bury the truth and testify. I was only a boy when they sold us the sun. Now I stand in the smoke and I know what you've done. You can purchase the silence, you can poison the young, but the sky has a witness and you cannot own the sun.